So as I was saying in the beginning, this video is what exercises to do for fibromyalgia. What are the best exercises to do for fibromyalgia? So many people want to know how to get into fitness or how to continue their fitness journey with fibromyalgia. It may seem strange to you if you have fibromyalgia or a chronic pain condition, to realize that some people actually continue with the gym and with exercise as a part of their daily routine or their weekly routine. But we do, me myself being one of them. I appreciate if that is not you and you feel like you can't do those things. Like I've said and spoke about in past videos, you can also have other conditions with fibromyalgia that doesn't allow you to exercise. But I appreciate that everyone's different in their fibromyalgia journey, and you just have to do you. However, to me and to a lot of other people suffering with fibromyalgia, exercise is a vital part of us managing our life with fibromyalgia. So as I was saying in the beginning, this video is what exercises to do for fibromyalgia. What are the best exercises to do for fibromyalgia? And what I want to start off by saying is that you can go onto Google and you will see a bunch of conflicting stuff, like everything. Anything and everything is always going to have certain things conflicting. But what you will see is that they say low impact exercises are the best for fibromyalgia, and they state things like walking, cycling or swimming, which is good, but I want to put my spin on this. And what they say to avoid is things like sudden movements, jumping, running, etc., or things that bear heavy load. So I want to start off by saying that all of that is all well and good being said, but I believe it to not be true, because as I said in the beginning, we are all different in our approach and we are all different suffering with fibromyalgia. So what will work for me may not work for you. Let me give you an example. I go to the gym and I lift heavy weights. Not a lot of you will be able to do this. I believe I can do this because I've been going to the gym for 16 years now, and I've had fibromyalgia for 8 years. So for 8 years prior to my fibromyalgia, I was lifting heavy weights. So I'm very used to it. Although it's become much more difficult, I don't go to the gym as much as I used to and as much as I would like to. My body is used to that movement. So for me to tell you to go and do weights would be very naive and very foolish of me. Just as it is for Google or whoever on Google to tell you that swimming is going to be perfect for you or cycling is going to be perfect for you. The reason this is because we deal with things so different. I can have, or you can have, a problem with your knee in fibromyalgia where your knee is your worst pain. So for somebody to tell you to go and do cycling, that just would not work for you. And you may be able to lift something really heavy above your head because your main pain is not in your neck or your shoulders like mine is. So with this being said, I do believe that for the majority of us, non-weight bearing aerobic exercises are best for us. However, it is all individual. Everybody has to find out what works for themselves. And as it was when we was getting our diagnosis, it is a process of elimination. You need to find out what works for you and what doesn't. If you haven't been to the gym before, it will be even tougher for you. Like I always say, don't give up. Don't be scared of a flare, because we go into flares anyway. But if you go to the gym and you find that cycling irritates your fibromyalgia, then steer clear of cycling. So my advice to anyone with fibromyalgia or with a chronic pain condition looking to start or go into fitness is quite simply to try and find the things that least irritate your illness, if that makes sense. So I can't tell everyone to do a certain thing because it might not work. One thing might not work for another person. And I would say start slowly. I would say start from the bottom. If you're just starting out, I would say walk and don't run. I would say things like aerobic mobility exercises, just to get our muscles working, loosen up those tight things. Make sure you involve stretches. I would say do things that ain't so weight bearing, although some people find that helps them. Like I say, we're all different, but I would say for the majority of us, just start from the bottom. Start doing easy things, just flexibility work. Just try and elevate your levels so you can get that dopamine running around your body. You can get your heartbeat raised without or with the least amount of pain involved, if that makes sense. I would also say just not to get disheartened if you go into a flare. I would say don't just count that exercise out just because it's put you in a flare. Give it a few weeks or a few tries, and if it is continuous, then obviously leave that exercise out and go on to something else. I think you know the difference between a flare, high pain, and something that you've injured yourself. So if you feel like you've injured yourself and you feel like it's not a fibromyalgia thing, then obviously give yourself some time to relax. What I want to say also, guys, is I have started a Patreon page, and what that is because I'm a fully qualified personal trainer, I want to do exercises that are going to help people with chronic pain conditions. So like I say, we're all different. It's not going to, every video is not going to help you specifically, but you will definitely find things within there that are going to help you. So you take the bits that don't help you, and the bits that do help you, and you use what you can. But like I said, I've started a Patreon page. It's a monthly subscription. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's been a calling for it. A lot of people have asked me, and I understand and I appreciate that it is a lot of money to do a personalized plan, over the hundreds of pounds for personalized online plans. So this way, I can get out a multitude of videos per month for the masses. And it is a small fee per month, and it will also support me with future videos, getting equipment, keeping my equipment up to date, so on and so forth. And hopefully in the future, maybe I'll be able to cut down some work hours to do this a bit more, put more time into doing this. I hope you guys understood this video. I hope you took a bit of information from it and it helped you. As always, guys, I'd like to say I hope you're having a low pain day and your fibro flare-ups are at bay.